What is going on, you guys? It is Justin back here with another video, and today we're doing a WWE Week in Review. So let's get right into it. Alright, you guys, so let's get started with this video. As I said before, we are going to be doing another WWE Week in Review. I like doing it like this. It's fun, and it makes for a longer video. So, yeah, first let's get into the Raw side of things. So, first up on Raw, we had the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. And this was the opening match on Raw, and during the match, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso came out and they attacked Cody Rhodes, which led to Drew McIntyre getting the victory over Cody Rhodes. So I think this was the first time Cody Rhodes has been pinned since losing to Roman, which people say that, but wasn't he pinned against Brock? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm kind of drawing a blank on it. But yeah, next up, we had a women's battle royal for a qualifying match. Surprise entrant was Raquel Rodriguez, and she ended up winning the match. Next up, we had the Judgment Day versus DIY and Awesome Truth. And Judgment Day ultimately ended up coming up with the win. Damian Priest attacked R-Truth this time, and, Judgment Day stood tall over them. So, yeah. Next up, we had Chad Gable versus Ivar, and Chad Gable came up with the win, which very happy for him. I like the Alpha Academy, but I do feel like Chad Gable would be really good as a singles competitor. Next up, we had Jey Uso versus Gunther, and this is probably the match that made me the happiest, because what happened was during the match, Jimmy Uso started ringing a bell. Then he came in and he attacked Jey Uso. Gunther ended up winning, and at the end of Monday Night Raw, Jimmy said to Jey, you might be bigger than me, but I'll always be the bigger brother. And obviously you could tell this is leading up to their feud at WrestleMania. Me personally, I thought Jey was going to be fighting Gunther at WrestleMania, but it looks like they're starting to go brother versus brother, which I'm completely fine with. So, yeah, very interesting to see what's going to happen with this. Next up on the Smackdown side of things, we had Tiffany Stratton versus Liv Morgan to start off. Bianca Belair came out and sat on commentary. But Tiffany Stratton won with a roll-up, which is actually pretty cool. Tiffany Stratton is very over right now. She's one of my favorite women's wrestlers. And, yeah, I really hope she gets the push she deserves. Next up, Braun Breaker came out. It was a squash match, and it was a squash match. Now, I forget the name of the guy that Braun Breaker fought against, but it was like maybe 2 spears and the guy was down. So, yeah, Braun Breaker made his debut, and he won. And, I'm really happy Braun Breaker's on SmackDown because he is one hell of a talent. He is a beast in the ring. Next up, we had the Judgment Day versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I think their tag team name is New Catch Republic. And New Catch Republic came out with the win, which is actually pretty cool. If you guys haven't seen their match that they had at the Elimination Chamber, Damian, Finn, and Pete and Tyler, their match was probably my favorite match of the night. So, yeah, very entertaining, people. Next up, we had the Street Profits versus AOP. Well, I guess you would say it's Street Profits versus the Final Testament. I'm liking what WWE is doing with this Final Testament. Because, just think about it. Not that long ago, they were all let go. Then Triple H came back, took over, and brought them all back, which I'm very happy about. And I feel like this Final Testament could be a very dominant faction if they know how to book it right. They've got everything. They've got the leader, they've got the girl, they've got the creepy manager, and they've got the 2 powerhouses. So, yeah, very, very excited for what they're going to be doing with the Final Testament. As I said, Akam and Razar got the win. Then next up, we had Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight, which ended up being a draw. So yeah, they put up one hell of a show though, and as you've seen in the Elimination Chamber, LA Knight beat the living hell out of Drew McIntyre. He smacked his heads into the the pods. It was very, very funny. But yeah, I really enjoyed this week. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. And yeah, as always, you guys, stay groovy, stay safe, and keep your people safe. Remember, God is good all the time. It's been Justin, and I'm out. Peace.